Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy 3 Stacks and this thing, baby, representing Team Kings of Games. And actually, today I decided to go to locals. It's been a long time since I went. I haven't really went since I've been to Vegas. I only went like one time, and I've been in Vegas since like October last year. I've been out here for a while, and I just went to locals like one time, and that was it. But I went today with my pure SHADDOLL list because I made some tweaks to it, just really very like small tweaks to the main and the side deck, and I went undefeated, first place, like legit. Well, I'm sorry, not completely undefeated because I got like a time situation where it ended up being a draw, but he was trying to force the draw, and I was trying to just not let it get under my skin because I'm like, wow, okay, so you just won't give me the W, you just want to force the draw, bet. All right, cool, whatever. So yeah, I did get one draw, but I still got first place. There was like 5 rounds, and then we played top 8, and I'm like, this is not a normal locals. But I played my worst matchup. Okay, I'll tell you about that in a second. But I played Mermels, I played against Pendulums, I played against Rockets and Invo Dolls, and then my worst, which actually was my like absolute grindiest matchup. If you haven't guessed it already, it was Sky Strikers. It really was Sky Strikers. Shark Cannon just destroys like almost every combo I was trying, and I just kept grinding it out with the trap, and it was crazy, dude. That was my worst matchup. Not like as far as pairings go, but it was my hardest match today. It was Sky Strikers with no engage. That was crazy. Not Rockets, not Pendulums, not even Pendulums. That was crazy. Pendulums was 2-0. Like, Forbidden Chalice is nice. It really is. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my list, you guys. This deck is really fun. It's awesome. I love it so much. It's very fun. And it's very refreshing for SHADDOLLs to finally get like all their power back plus more. So I'm gonna start off with the main. And if you didn't know already, I do have a PayPal and a Patreon, and I would greatly appreciate if any of you guys would donate to it, because I do work really hard for this channel, and I'm not really telling you have to, but I would greatly appreciate if you did donate anything. It doesn't matter. Help your boy eat. So we start off with the best normal summon of the deck is 3 Mathmans. This card definitely overperformed today, high key. Apparently, when you're playing Rockets and they Borlo Savage to negate your El SHADDOLL fusion, you could just normal Mathman, send Squamata, send Core, add it back, and activate it again. It was just stupid. It was like, okay, but no, you can only activate one, you negate it, I'm playing it again. It's Mathman's pretty busted, you guys. It really is. Outed anti-spell. The card's just amazing, you guys. It really is. Like, I'm not going to keep sitting here talking about Mathman. A newer normal summon I incorporated in the deck. There's some more spice. 2 copies of Spirit of the Fallen. So instead of maxing out on certain SHADDOLLs, I cut one of not literally one of, but I cut like 1 dragon and 1 other doll or something like that. I think it was like a sheep or something, and put in the Spirit of the Fallen, because what I like is it's any SHADDOLL I want it to be instead of it being the 3rd copy of dragon. So it's more flexible. And like I said, I like for my cards to be multi-purpose. This card is very multi-purpose for the simple fact that it adds any SHADDOLL that I want, including the light attribute one. So when you have a hand with all dark dolls and you have this, you just normal search for Kaidos, and it's like practically full combo. Whenever you're summoning a construct with another monster on the field, you can make cross sheep. That's a combo. It's really nuts. Some hands just got me there where I just like had to fuse off a couple times. Like I had to burn a lot of resources from my hand, just kind of just combo off, and I had to play combo. Like I had to combo off, which is something I don't really like doing. I normally play mid-range with this deck. Even if I can't combo off, I'd normally elect not to. I just play more conservative because this deck can really grind well, and it's hard to OTK. But I had to. But she really helped that hand. If she wasn't there, like I was like, dang, she wasn't going to be Mathman because I played 3, didn't draw 1. So if this was that SHADDOLL Dragon, it wasn't going to be good enough. If this was the Sheep, it wasn't going to be good enough. So I regret not playing her before, and I'm glad that I'm playing her. I'm never cutting her. I really want to bump her to 3, but there's some issues with the space, baby. So these are our normal summons. And then we're going to go into the dolls now. We played 3 copies of Wendy. Whew! This girl's the tits, yo. Like, she is crazy busted. Like, seriously, this card is just so good, you guys. I played 3 copies of Hedgehog. Honestly, I explained so much in my SHADDOLL profile, the Winnemat. I don't want to go super in-depth, but the main reason why I maxed out on these is because when your hand can fuse, there are some crazy convoluted ways that you can get to the combo just by making a Pakleon, linking into Gravity Controller, and searching like the Light Doll or another fusion, whatever you need. It normally just gets you there. And Hedgehog just unbricks your hands. It really does. Like, even if you summon like Winda, like I've had hands where I just summon Winda using Hedgehog, Squamata, and just literally search for the Light Doll, use Squamata to send another fusion, link her to Gravity Controller, and then just like search. It is crazy. Then you can make Construct. Like you just search the light, you add the fusion from Grave, and then just bam, make Construct under the Gravity Controller. It's insane. You can't like fully combo because you can't link the Gravity Controller to Cross Sheep, but I did that a lot just to get my hand more playable. And honestly, it was better than Winda Pass. I didn't do Winda Pass at all. I've never done that. We have 3 copies of Squamata. It's the best doll. It's better than Windy because it can be Windy or anything you want it to be. It's nearly the equivalent of Construct because it just literally sends a Shaddoll card from deck to grave. You have no idea how versatile that is. That's how you play the negates, like the interactions where your fusions get negated. You use Squamata to send core, which people are still sleeping on to this day. You send core at that same fusion, especially like they negate the activation. The Ashballs are different, but like they Borlo, Savage, Odd Eyes, Vortex, that cute stuff, Naruto, which I played Pendulum, she did summon like Savage, Vortex, Naruto, it was just stupid. You use the core to add the fusion back. Like, I comboed off to the point where I just baited 3 interruptions. Then I just activated extra Foolish Burial, dump a Pakleon, added Shaddoll Fusion. I discarded Edge of Chain and grabbed the Patchwork. And then I had 2 fusion outlets after I baited 3 negates and then Patchworked for like Chain and Poly. Then activated Shaddoll Fusion. It was stupid. I was like literally no side deck card just breaking massive negation boards. Like, if you don't have a Dweller and this deck draws a good hand, it can kill under negations. It's crazy. Like this deck just continues to amaze me. I love my list. I would never play Invoke Dolls. I really think Pure is superior. It's just so insane. I'm still rocking 3 Aerials just like the last list. I've always said this card is just so insane. When you start grinding and people start DD crowing and Called by the Graving and shark cannoning your fusions and your other Shaddolls, this card just gets so much value. Normally, I don't have to play into that. I'll normally just use Aerial himself. If I have a convoluted way, I'll just use Aerial to banish a couple dolls so that it gets value for the mid to late game, so I can just make the Construct link. And even with no spell, I can go into a Shaddoll Construct fusing with the link and another doll. Just stupid. And I still play the 3 Beasts. Beasts is just really, really nice. Like, there's 2-card combos in this deck. Like, there's 3-card combos. I have like 20 plus 3-card combos now. There was 19 before, but the incorporation of Spirit of the Fallen, she just added to those. Like Beast, there's like a combo with just like Goods and Mathman that I do when I side deck, and I'm trying to draw like cards like Chalice and other things. I just know Mathman, dump Windy, Special Beast. Goods the Trap, Banish, Flip Beast, draw 2, discard 1 on my first turn, and just link in across sheep and go off. It's crazy. Like, this deck is stupid fun, and it always catches people off guard. Like, even today, like, as soon as somebody saw me playing, they're like, oh, you're playing Invoke Dolls. I was like, what the heck? No, I'm not. Like, why does everybody think that's the only way to play this deck? Like, what the heck? This deck is just stupid fun. I played 2 Falcos. I know some people think it bricks. Honestly, I don't think any Shaddolls are bricks. If you have dolls in your hand, that's how you play. If you don't have dolls in your hand, you just can't play. And you just really need multiples for the grind. Sometimes you draw it and you just can't get its effect to prop correctly. And then other times you just need one as a handy-manny thing where you could just use Construct to dump it, just keep grinding. This deck's grind game is just really, really crazy. Like, dude, Sky Strikers, it was only game 1 and we just, like... Game 1 took forever. Like, I got it, but dude, it was like Shark Cannon, Shark Cannon, Shark Cannon, Shark Cannon. And what really got me in the game was a Pakleon negating the multi-roll. And then I Dragon and I sniped the Shark Cannon correctly and forced him to shotgun it. And then I was able to just continue like, I was so happy. Because then I was like, I'm finna kill you, boy. I'm tired of getting Shark Cannon. I was just happy, bro. Like, this deck's just so fun, though. 2 copies of Falco. We have 2 copies of Dragon. I cut one of the Dragons for a fall win. Even though I like having 3 in my main deck because you do dump it, you can always recycle it with Hound or a Pakleon. And this deck's grind game, like I said, is insane. And you can use the trap to get it back if you just need a pop. So just having that back row out, it just really helps. Like, it popped Anti-Spell today. It's really good. It pops Scales. In the pin matchup, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, game 2, you know, I did Dark Ruler him, so that helped me, but I Dark Ruler Shaddoll Fusion, and I ended up clearing, like, almost his entire field. I Dragon for 1 scale, Abomination attack, pop, in-phase, pop the other scale, and then, like, locked him out with, I started with Grista, locked him out with Grista, and then, like, okay, Grista didn't work. It really didn't because he played through it, and then I summoned Wind It, and it just, like, oof, it was so good. Like, this deck just continues to impress me. It's so fun and explosive. It's good going first or second. There's really no game plan with as far as the dice roll goes. I just kind of go with my whim. Like, sometimes I win the dice roll and I'm like, you can go first. It just depends. And then when I know my matchup, I really know when I can go first or second. And I'm still playing the light attribute Shaddoll. I'm still baffled by people not playing this because this makes your bad hands playable. This means you have a searchable light attribute when you make a Pakleon or when you search off of Hedgehog, dumping off Squamata. Even Windy, especially in this from deck, can still help you to fuse because it's face down to make Construct. It's just too good. And it's pumping. Its effect actually comes up a lot. Came up today, like boosting every one of my monsters. Like, it was just stupid. And then the 1 Hound. Hound is just crazy, you guys. You have to play it. Like, Hound in the mirror match, you just normal Mathman, change Window to defense. Just normal Mathman, dump Hounds, change Window to defense, attack over Window with the Mathman. Like, like just swinging into so many different things. Like it's crazy. Like the fact that it can interact with any monster in the field and put in their defense. Even in like altercations where you can put monsters in defense like to stop like certain effects from going off. I mean like to stop certain plays and stop certain OTK pushes. And the fact that it also works for your own dolls because you can just target your face down and flip it is just too good to not play. And then for the supplemental engines, I play 2 copies of Edge Imp Chain. I play 1 Black Sheep, 1 Lunalight Tiger. I've explained why I play this. Definitely, I recommend if you're confused with this deck profile, you should look on my channel, look up First Place Win-A-Mat Pure 60 card Shaddolls. That one will answer any question you have. It'll answer it. I'm not trying to share the same information over and over and over. I feel like once I put it on YouTube, it's you guys' job to go look at that and figure that and learn that for yourself. Because I gave you all the insight. I'm not gonna do it over and over. You know, I don't want this profile to be too long. But definitely, these are part of some of the engines that I play into this deck. I just like really this is homebrew. This is the homebrew brew. That's why I love this deck and I love all my 60 card decks because can't nobody tell me nothing. I made it myself. I don't net deck. I hate net decking with a passion. I feel like net decking takes away from the creativity and the innovation of the game. This is all my fresh ideas, yo, and I love these engines. And I play 1 of each of the clowns just like last time. You just get them when you need them. Mathman accesses on command, and obviously going second Shaddoll Fusion's stupid. It really is. Like Dark Ruler No More Shaddoll Fusion is just like game. Like it doesn't even matter that you can't kill them. You just break their board and make one that they just really can't play through and window them on their turn is stupid. Like 1 Shaddoll Fusion. Dude, instead of doing the OTK, like if you focus less on the OTK, like under cards like Dark Ruler No More, 1 Shaddoll Fusion can build you an entire board by itself. So now for the spells, we play 3 copies of Fright for Patchwork cards, insane bait for Ash and negations. Funny enough, like there's so many times going second where like my cards are getting Ash. Like I just Ash, dude. Like Ash, DD Crow, Droll, and I'm just like, dude, I'm still playing through it. Activate Poly. I negated. All right, Patchwork. I negated. Okay. Shaddoll Fusion. Like it's stupid. Like this deck needs just 1 outlet to go off, and all it has to do is get. That's typically what happens with the deck. If 1 card resolves, it normally means the end of the game. And this deck is so effective with chain blocking that you can easily play under cards like Appaloosa just by activating a fusion and chain blocking your cards correctly, making your dolls that you want to resolve go off. And the same thing with Construct. Even like chain blocking with the Pokleon, just target Appaloosa, chain link 1. You know, have them negate like Falco, negate it permanently, swing over it. This deck's just crazy. Like. Dice roll ability doesn't matter. It's so good. Another thing with Patchwork is whenever you get the chain and you do something with it, like you fuse off with it, for example, it searches another Patchwork for your next turn. So it's a self-replacing engine, like I said. And then 3 goods. This card just has too much value. It high key is like I really feel like it's the best spell in the deck. Like outside of the fusion spells, it's like it's crazy. It's just so good. It gets you either a fusion spell, it can get you a light attribute, it can get you core, it can get you any fusion spell you want. It can even get you the reincarnation. Because if you have like for example Mathman and this, you can use this to dump the trap, Mathman for Squana for core at the trap back, and it's just stupid. That's why I love Shaddoll Core. It's so broken. 3 goods. And then 3 extra Foolish Burial. Again, I keep saying this card's just it's not bad at all. Like, if you have to activate it, that means that your hand wasn't going to be playable without it. So that's why I see it. And if you have a playable hand, you just save it for your follow-up. Because typically, when I open a good enough hand, I just save this so that if they do crack my board decently enough to where I need to reestablish, I can use this to not only reestablish board, but kill them on the follow-up so I don't have to worry about not setting. So that just kind of, I don't get why people like don't play this. And the other thing too is like, if you're going full combo, sometimes you just like you can afford to not set. That means I have to play out of my comfort zone, which means I can't summon Cross Sheep, Construct, 3 back rows. I have to go Appaloosa, Dweller, and Winda like a normal, you know, combo invoke shell. It's just like it's funny when I have to resolve this card. I'm like, dang, I guess I have to make a broken field. I have to make Oppo because I can't set L. Can't set the trap, so I need more interactivity, and I just do that from the extra deck. So it's like it's stupid. Like even resolve this, you just full combo. Like it's never bad. Especially going second, it's broken. Like I said, when I'm playing Pendulums, I literally played through 3 negates, activated this, Apocleon, search for Shaddoll Fusion, and then discard the Edge Imp Chain, which was a brick. Chain was a brick because I couldn't do anything with it. Discarded the chain effect adds Patchwork. Then I have Patchwork Fusion. After all the negates are baited, I killed him. And Foolish is like the ultimate utility. Now for the fusion spells, I play 3 copies of Shaddoll Fusion, which is actually not my favorite. My favorite's L. It plays around everything. D-Barrier, Anti-Spell, Artifact Sanctum, Different Dimension Ground, Dweller, you name it. Like, you can literally, like, it's just so stupid. You can literally chain this to, like, anything that would be redundant for you. Anything that would slow you down, pose a detriment. And the cool thing with interactions with Dweller is Dweller stops monster effects from activating, but he doesn't negate effects that already activated. So when you have like Chain Link, this, that, and the third, they're like Dweller, it doesn't stop them. So sometimes when your opponent doesn't really understand what's going on, like I did, like I do that sometimes, like when your opponent's not competent enough, you can just activate El Shaddol Fusion, right? Do your guys attempt to activate their effect, and they're like, oh, now activate Dweller. And I'm like, bro, why don't you just chain Dweller to the El Shaddol? Now my effect's already activated. Dweller's not negating them. This card's just broken, you guys. And it's one of the main pieces of interactions that you're using on your opponent's turn, which makes it even better. Especially the OTK pushes. It's good going first or second. And you want this in Incarnation in your back row every single turn. If you're doing that every turn, you're playing this deck correctly. If you're summoning Mechaba, you're not playing this deck correctly. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. 3 copies of OG Polys. You have so many supporting engines to search it out. It's just really good. I've considered making one of these a Fusion sub. When I tested Fusion sub, I did brick on it once, and I feel like 1 brick is good enough to just take it out. I don't like bricking at all in this deck. I want it to be as consistent as possible. I always want to combo off, so anytime I brick on a card, I take it out, and I don't even bother. Like, even if it's that 1 in 99, 1 out of 99, you know, chance. And then we play 3 copies of Super Poly. I definitely am going to put in El Shaddol Wendigo, because too many interactions where I could have Super Poly'd Vortex or Appaloosa or even Tornado Dragon, or either that or I'm just going to do like Mud Dragon. But I really want to do Wendigo, so when they just have like that lone Oppo or that lone Odd-Eyes Vortex, I can just Super Poly into the Wendigo and just clear that threat. And like Wendigo can still add from grave to hand, so it's still a good card. And then we have 1 Nefe. Nefe's broken. It really is. It's like, if you just go first and you have a brick hand, Nefe is the best fusion. Because Shaddol Fusion and L just won't get you there. Like, they won't change the composition of your hand. This can change the composition of your hand literally because you can equip it to a Squamata, and you can have, like, for example, like, I've done it so many times where I have Squamata and, like, Beast. I mean, not Squamata, Beast, like Dragon. Dragon's useless, right? You equip this to Squamata, you're summoning Construct using Squamata. That means you're sending 2 Shaddol cards from your deck to your grave. You do the math. That's like, it's over. And then we have Perfume for the goods target so that I can get access to the Lunalights more efficiently. That's why I play 1 of each instead of playing multiples, because if I ever need access to them, goods is just like 3 extra copies of them. Sometimes hard drawing is not that bad because you just have like Sheep. Okay, activate it, summon Sheep, banish it, search for Tiger. And then you can link climb with Sheep and use Tiger to activate, you know, bring it back if you don't need the light. So it has plays it can make, and it does bait interruptions. And I play 3 Incarnations and then 1 Core. This will never change. These cards are like, I live and die by these cards. This is my back row. Like, if I don't have to combo off, I normally go Cross Sheep, Construct, 3 back rows. That's what I'm playing every time. Name of the game. Until I can basically use main phase 3. That's what I love about this deck, is I get a main phase 3 on my opponent's turn. Use main phase 3 to build my board. Then I can combo off on their turn while disrupting their play, sending cards like Aerial and Dragon, popping, using Abomination, Unchained Abomination to pop even more cards. Like, it's just so good. Like, it just really... Like, this deck, if played correctly, and I really feel like the correct way, honestly, is conservative or mid-range, so you can combo a little, but not too much. This is, like, the way to play dolls right now. It's, like, this deck's just so good. For the side deck, we side 3 Chalice. The only card I really lose to is Dweller, high key. You can play around everything else with El Shaddol Fusion in a good hand. It really just, it is like that. So, like, when people go Dweller, like, when you play Lunalights and then, like, Dweller, when you play any deck that can make Dweller, Chalice. Like, Chalice gets you there. Now, Pendulums is tough. Because with Pendulums, they have negations to protect their Dwellers. So that's a little bit harder. Sometimes you just got to Lava Golem them. Or sometimes you just got to bait the negates like I did and just clean the board up the old-fashioned way. But Chalice is just an auto-Dweller. And, you know, it can out other cards like Window. But the main concern, I knew that I can auto-lose to Dweller if my hand's not good enough. If your hand's good, you can play around the Dweller. You can get out a Fusion like an Apocleon or a Construct. Dump the Trap and then just kill the Dweller. And then when a Construct dies, you get the Trap back for your grind. But you just don't always have a busted hand like that, so Chalice just really gets you there. And when you can slide it in going first or second. If you, like, let's say, like, you don't know if you're going first or second, you can always slide this in, because if you go first, you can set it. If you go second, you activate it. It's good. And then we have 3 Dark Ruler No Mores. These really just help for combo decks. These 8s, 2 Lava Golems. It does have synergy, because I can make Grista. I do play Grista. Grista's broken. So whenever you don't need it, like, let's say they made you go first and you open it, you can still make Grista. That happens. For back row decks, well, this is still for combo, but it also covers back row. But basically, when I play combo decks, I have 3, 6, 8, 11 cards to side deck, which I love, because combo is, you know, they make Dweller. Like, if combo deck's not making Dweller, I'm not concerned, but because combo can make Dweller, that's why I side so heavy for combo. But evenly covers back row decks too, and, like, MVP, Dinko Seka, baby. Especially in the mirror match. This card is just disgusting. She's a light whenever you're done, make Construct. But most importantly, she's winning you the mirror match, more than likely. Because if you're stopping Incarnation and they're not shotgunning L like a crackhead, you're just normally just
normal. Dinko, you know, Dinko the L and the Incarnation, it's over. Like, for the pure mirror match, for Salamangreats, when you play against Geist, when you play against Guru, when you play against, like, all these heavy backrow decks, like, Dinko is just insane. She's stupid. And people even side deck back rows for you, so she can stop Super Polys, Called by the Graves, Imperms that are face down, Chalices that are face down. She's just stupid. And then the one red reboot, you still got to. It was local, so I normally would just take out one Dinko for a Cowboy if I was playing at a competitive event, but it was locals. So I was like, I'm not really... And I should have put the Cowboy in because I did get a draw due to timing, but it was forced, and I didn't have... It was his turn, so he kind of just, you know, did his little thing. He made sure he could make plays. He asked a lot of questions, fan the grave, all that. He's annoying. But the Cowboy wouldn't have made a difference. So honestly, I'm not mad about I'm not playing it. But if you play competitive, you definitely want to side Cowboy. For extra deck, this is the best construct because she still makes this construct, but she just like, dude, every full combo I make her instead of the opportunity to make Dweller. I know it sounds crazy, but this card just has so much more value, and I care more about supporting my engine than stopping my opponent because I feel this deck played correctly already does stop your opponent. Winda, Grista, Shikinaga, you name it, Pakleon, you can already do that. So you just want to make sure that you have a multitude of follow-ups, not just one, a multitude of follow-ups. That's how you make yourself so hard to kill. People will burn resources just trying to break a board that you're going to make the next turn anyways. And I played 2 Apocleons, 2 Windas. I played 1 Sheki. She's just bae. And honestly, Grista, high key, is just retarded. Like that card. I mean, not the R word. She's just, oh my goodness. And you can make this because of Core. And Core, you have so much ways to access it. You can literally construct, dump Core, add it back. Like, it's just too good. Now for the links, I play Gravity Controller, Cross Sheep. Pretty standard. Honestly, for this deck, no other links are standard, I feel, except for Construct, Cross Sheep, and Gravity Controller. Because even with bad hands, when you have the 2 darks and you fuse off a Winda and you use Squamata to dump something that you need, you just link Winda off into this, add something back, get yourself out the lock. Same with Construct. They're like, oh, you just got Hand Trap to Oblivion, Construct, dump Incarnation, link this off, add Incarnation. Like, dude. And this deck plays through the Bureau surprisingly well. Like, dude. In the finals, it was stupid. I had like Aerial, Squamata, Construct, Cross Sheep. He Nibiru's me, so it triggers the Squamata. The Aerial already activated, but it triggers the Squamata that I brought back off Cross Sheep and the Construct. So I got like 2 cards out of it, and then I fused with the token and made another Construct. I ended up OTKing them the same turn. Under the Nibiru. Like, through the Nibiru. It's stupid. Yeah, this deck's broken. Abomination, because this is like kind of my go-to link for. High key, this deck can play Topologic Bomber, because you can trigger it multiple times on your opponent's turn off of Shaddol Core, El Shaddol Fusion, and Incarnation. That's 3 times you can trigger Bomber, so I'm so tempted to put it in because I know it's good and I know it can work, but I just have to make a sacrifice for that. And then the Oppo, it's mandatory for certain matchups. Like, when you activate Extra Foolish Burial, pay half your life points to combo, you can no longer do my favorite board, which most people don't care. They just want to do Oppo, Dweller, Winda anyways because they feel it's auto-win. I feel like I don't want to put all my eggs in that basket, but when I go all in with the extra, I have to just go Oppo, Dweller, Winda because I can't set L, so I just need more interactivity, like I said. First place got all these packs. Second place, I think, got like 3 packs, and then I don't know how much everybody else got. But funny enough, the Rocket Dude was who I played, like the last person I played. I ain't gonna lie. This set is kind of dookie, but I'm gonna open these packs on the deck profile. So we open the Abominable. Ooh, the Planet Patrol. Ooh, actually that's a good card. But I'm hoping I can pull that Megalith Opio or something good. Like, give me Lightning Storm, right? Lightning Storm. I'm blessed. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna pull Lightning Storm. Let's go. I'm about to pull that Lightning Storm. Come on, come on, come on, baby. I'm about to pull that $100-something card and sell that bad boy. Okay, that's ooh, that's a good card. Whoa, the pluses! Yo, let's go. I just pulled a Cross Sheep. Let's go, baby. The pluses! This card's expensive too, babe. I don't like that card. I don't like those. Alright, let's go. Lightning Storm. Okay, I gotta do it in slow motion because this is it. No, that's another one I heard. That's fine. That's fine. I still got a Cross Sheep, so yo, definitely made that $5 back for entry. Plus some. I might just play a second Cross Sheep in my Shaddolls because it's really not bad at all. It's broken. So yep, that concludes the profile, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching it. God bless you guys. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Stay tuned for future content. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.